I work from home at my desk, of course, and I need a new chair to keep me comfortable, so let's open this up, put it together, and take a look at it. So the box itself is about 30 inches long by 15 inches wide by about 26 inches tall. So here's the actual seat back itself. It looks really tall, which is nice for me because I'm 6'1". We'll see how this fits with me. It also feels really comfortable. I like how it's really curved out and it's got like this texture to it and stuff, while it feels really soft up here on this headrest. So I'm really excited for this chair. I like the color on it. It's a nice deep black. I also like the white stitching on it. It looks like it's a strong stitching and it looks really cool next to it. It's a really cool, nice contrast. It's not super squishy in the seat, it doesn't feel like, but that's good. That means it should hold up over time. Here's the base to it, really solid. Feels like it should be able to hold up the chair and me and probably my daughter when she climbs on top of me. So hopefully this chair actually holds up for me. This is the piece that will go underneath of the chair. It's the one that will allow you to recline and go up and down. Here are the two armrests right here. They look really comfortable. They look like they have a nice strong plastic to them where they need them, but also these pads right here look nice and comfortable and squishy and like they're gonna keep my arms nice and comfy. You're gonna see 5 wheels like this in a bag. The wheels have a really nice thick piece of metal right here that's gonna attach them to the base, and I like that these casters are kind of dual wheeled like this. They look like they're gonna be nice and strong and they're gonna hold up over time. Let's give them a spin and see how well they actually spin. Well, it's nothing like skateboard bearings, that's for sure, but do you want to be on something that's like a skateboard when you're just in your home office? Probably not. Okay, so step 1 involves putting all of the wheels into the base. You can see how we're going to do that here. Here's the base. The wheel's just going to go right in there. We're going to do that 5 times. Okay, let me show you how easy it is to put one in here. Just, let me see, can't do it backwards. There you go, put it in there, and then, there you go, all done. Okay, so now this piece just drops down into the base like so. So for the next step, we need this base, we need this part of the seat right here, we need the Allen wrench, and we need these 4 bolts labeled the letter I. It's very clear which part goes on which because it says right on this base right here, front, and it says right on the seat right here, front. So let's put them together. 4 bolts are gonna go here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for the next step, you're gonna need the base you just put together right there. You're gonna need the backrest. You're gonna need both of the arms, and then we're going to use all of the rest of the hardware, all of those pieces in there. That is the K, the arm caps, and the J, the long screws. Okay, so to do this, you attach the back of the arm piece like this. It's gonna go into these little 2 metal pieces that are sticking out of the chair, and you're going to put the 2 screws in there. So can I get my 2 screws, please? Lovely assistant. Thank you, and the Allen wrench. So what I'm going to do here is just start off both of these bolts first, and then move on to tightening them up. Tightening that one, and then tightening this one, and then we can put the end caps on them. Okay. So here's how the chair looks now, and we're going to attach it to the base here. I think the best way we've found to do this is by laying the backrest on its back and then pulling this up to it and then kind of putting the bolts in one at a time. This way, I've just put one in here and it's already in there. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4 more in. Okay, so what I did there is just push down on it to make sure that these back bolts were in line after I got the first 2 bolts up there. And then of course cap them off at the end. So easy a child can do it. Excellent work. And then the last step is just taking this piece and putting it down on top of that. So want to guide that on there? Like so. Let's see how she fits. Oh man, that is so much more comfortable than my last chair, I'm not even gonna lie. So it didn't take very long to put this chair together with my daughter's help, but I'm going to give it a few days before I give you like my full review and thoughts on it. At its shortest setting, the seat comes up about 18 to 19 inches off the ground. At its tallest setting, the seat rises up much closer to about 2 feet. And at this height, you'll see that my heels just barely reach the ground, and I'm 6'1", so it goes up really high. At its lowest setting, the armrests are coming in just under 26 inches high. At its highest setting, it's coming in at about 30.5 inches. The seat has a depth of about 19 inches. The backrest looks like it stands somewhere between 28 and 29 inches, and the width between the arms has a minimum distance of about 20.5 inches. So after using this chair for about a week now, I really like it. You know, it's got a really nice smooth spin and tilt to it like this. I really appreciate that because my last chair, it was kind of difficult to lean back. This one almost has like a rock to it almost. You know, it feels a lot more high quality than my previous chair, but also just in terms of comfort of sitting on it, like I really like this honeycomb cushion, but even more so, I really love this lumbar support. Like it's made my back feel so much better while I'm working from home and looking at a computer for hours on end. And once in a while, I can tilt my head back and just kind of relax like this. Now I'm 6'1", so this is a little bit low for me back here. You know, if you were 6 foot or maybe shorter, it would be perfect for you. So what I kind of do is just sink down into the chair a little bit and then put my head like that, and it's a really comfortable headrest. And then sometimes I'll just take a nap. But I've also found that it's really comfortable while I'm playing video games. I've had no problems feeling uncomfortable while I'm stuck jamming on my favorite game for a couple hours. And I appreciate that it's strong and robust enough to handle both my weight and my daughter's weight when she crawls on top of me. Now, the only thing that really frustrates me about this chair is the weird knocking sound that it makes once in a while. So like if I'm not sitting in it and I go sit down and I lean back, sometimes it makes like a knocking, popping sound. It's just like pop. And I'll try to get it on camera if I can, but it doesn't make it that often. It's just that when it does make it, it's a little bit distracting, especially if I'm in the middle of work or something like that. Did you hear that? There it was. It's been really super easy to clean. You just need a damp rag to wipe it off. The wheels roll around really easily, however they don't lock in place. The up and down system works really well. The tilting system works just fine. There's a tightening mechanism here for the tilting. There's also a free and locking position for the tilting. So if you ever find that your chair isn't tilting, it's probably just stuck in lock mode, slide that back in. The armrests are comfy. You can even feel the nice stitching. So in conclusion, I would say that this is a more refined version of other chairs that you'll find on Amazon. I think this chair is gonna be really good for anyone like me who needs a little bit extra back support. It's gonna be good for your work from home types. I've found that after hours of using it and typing and staring at screens, I'm not finding any discomfort at all. I think it's also really good for gamers too, because it also kind of has like a gamer style, even though it's a little bit more professional. And if there are any negatives to it, I just wish that some of this plastic on it was made of metal, and perhaps they could find some way to get rid of that knocking sound that occasionally happens.